and not to be in a rush. I'm always so impatient that I have to get this done. I have to do this done. And if I don't produce, I feel so less. I don't think that's a nice feeling. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of بدون سكر, where we discuss and question social norms with no filters and no sugarcoating. Today's episode is about, do we wait for life to happen to us or do we make it happen? This came from a life audit that I've done. So let me take you through that. So around June, I decided to do something called a life audit. And it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's a self-workshop, let's say. The main point of it is to realign and revisit your wishes, your values, what you want for yourself in a very structured way. And ممكن تسووها on your own or with someone else, like a partner or family or whatever. والoutput or الoutcome اللي لازم يطلع منها إيش بسوي بها5 سنوات أو بهالسنة، إيش الأشياء اللي أبغى أسويها، إيش الأشياء اللي أبغى أوقف أسويها أصلاً، إيش الأشياء اللي تهمني. I think we don't spend enough time thinking about what we want to do with our life. بس كمان خلاني أفكر إنه طيب, are we over hacking our life? Are we over doing it? لأنه خاصة في مجتمعاتنا الكثير يعتمد التوكل, which is not wrong. بس I think أخذوها بطريقة سلبية أو طريقة اعتمادية, بمعنى إنه والله it would happen when it happens. Or when God wills it, which is, again, that's the point of it. But حتى God tells us it's not that way. But I'm not going to go into it from a religious perspective. بس لازم نسي. طب إيش يعني نسي؟ وإيش are we doing too much? Am I doing too much? لأنه أنا شخص cannot not plan. And that's something that I do. لأنه تعطيني جزء من control, تعطيني شيء I look forward to, تعطيني excitement to the future, So let me take you through how to do a life audit, and I will share with you the templates and the instructions and all of that. So a life audit, you can do it in different ways, but mainly I do it in 2 approaches or 2 parts. First part is 100 wishes for 100 post-its. So you get a post-it and you fill 100 post-its with wishes. It could be as small as I want to learn a new language. Okay, that's not small, but you know what I mean. It could be something like that to I want to lose 5 kilos, to I want to retire when I'm 23. It could be anything and everything. The idea is you're most likely are not going to reach 100 wishes, which is a relief to find only 30, 40, that's what I want to do. Okay? So you do it, you spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long time you want, and you post them. And using a post-it helps you visualize them better. بعدين, the second step is you start categorizing. End up with 6 categories. So مثلا finances, lifestyle, health, spirituality, relationship, career, personal growth, whatever. وبعدين you notice what are you focusing on the most. So مثلا my big focus was financial, career, and I think I forgot what's the last one. But let's say financial and career, those were very important things for me. After you do that, you start prioritizing what can be done now or set up now, what can be done later. It could be like timeline based, and مثلا in 3 months time, 6 months time, in 2025, whatever. And what can I do in the future? And that gives you clarity on what opportunities should you say yes to and what other opportunities you should say no to. And where should you focus your time to make these things happen? Because this will impact your happiness and well-being. Then that's the first one. The second step is the real life audit. So you have the wheel of life. وهي عبارة عن circle. It's a circle that is divided by those similar 6 categories. So your personal life, your career, your well-being, I don't know what. And you score how happy are you right now? How satisfied are you right now with each state or each category? And then you score where do you want to be? So let's say you score, with my well-being right now I'm at 5, but I want to be at 8. And then you have a graph and it shows you where are your biggest gaps. So when you have this and you have the other one, you can start plotting or you start creating a plan to show, okay, how do I get myself from 5 to 10 or 5 to 8 using these ideas? And also, a follow-up question you can do for each segment or each category is, what do I want to do? What do I want to continue doing? What do I want to stop doing? What do I want to start doing? And that also can be the same as the wishes, or it can add more actions to it. And to be honest, this helped me build a more exciting outlook to where I'm going or where I'm headed. And also it gave me clarity on what I don't want, what I do want. لأنه أنا كنت شوي لفترة مخلطة. I don't know where I want to go. And I felt stuck. So if you are feeling stuck, this is a really, really good exercise. Now that I showed you how to do it, and you can use the template that I will attach to do it, it made me realize that, okay, هل نحن we're doing this as a sense of control? Does it really help? I think it does help. When is too much? When is too little? When do we give in and trust that things will work the way they want to? Or another way to look at it, does this give us a little bit a way to even trust more? لأنه now you have your intentions, you know what you want, you have your wishes, so maybe it helps you direct what you want and تخليك تتوكل بطريقة أحسن. I'm not sure, and I think it's a very interesting question to pose. Do we wait for life to happen to us, or do we make it happen? لأنه أنا for sure I cannot wait for it to happen. Obviously life does happen to me, and there is that quote that says you can make a plan but God will laugh at it. But I think it gives you a sense of direction. I don't mind changing it, and it will change and your aspirations will change. But I think I love the fact that I have somewhat of control. I have somewhat of clarity. I know where I want to focus on. I know what I can say, what opportunities will make things better for me. And since I've done it, since June, I've been more open and more curious about things that are presenting itself to me. Opportunities at work, conversations with people, the connections that I'm making, doing things out of the ordinary. And also now I have a clear plan where I want to travel next year, and what's in, what's out. But it's giving me also ability to focus more financially on within the trips and what I want to build, and focus more also energy. I think at one point we end up doing so much and not getting anywhere. So if you feel that way, this is a very good way of streamlining your energy, of focusing your efforts. And حتى خلتني I know focus more on بدون سكر, and how to empower it, how to improve it, how to develop it, how to be more open to feedback and criticism, and actually صراحة spend more money on it and time. I don't know if you've noticed, but like I started producing more, I started being more focused, I started testing different formats, because this is part of my growth. This podcast, it is part of my growth, and I wanted to reach something and somewhere. Before that, it was more like, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? أوقف أكفي ولا لا؟ الحين لا, I want to continue. It's a part of my identity الحين. It's part of my aspiration. It's part of my energy. So yeah, I want to keep this a little bit of a short episode, just to help you and help me figure out how do we navigate our life with all the obstacles and all the thoughts that we have. خصوصا بمجتمعاتنا, planning is not a big thing. وأنا I love planning. So it made me wonder, like, أنا غلطانة بهالشي? Where did it come from? ولا لازم I tell more people about it so more people do it? لأن أنا صراحة أحس فايدة مرة كبيرة when I do it. وأحس إنه أفت غيري when they started doing it too. It's a very beautiful self-exploration method, but no, I think that's not the only way. There's so many different ways of doing it. And obviously you can create your own. But what about you? What do you do when you're stuck? What do you do when you don't know what to do next? What do you do when you feel unsatisfied? Not discontent, stuck. I think that's the word, when you feel like you can't see in front of you. Do you feel that way? لأنه I definitely go through a lot of times where I feel that way. I feel like there's no clear path in front of me. And what do we do with this discomfort? How does it move us? Does it motivate you or does it discourage you? Because it can go either way. Sometimes it discourages me and I don't want to deal with it at all. And other times I'm like, no, I need to find a solution. I need to find a path. Even if this path is going to change 100 times, it's okay. What do we do with the time that we're given? And I think this is something I can never shake off. And it's something I learned in Saudi and our religion as well. What did you do in your time? How well invested was your time? And did you invest your time with things that matter? I think this is something that is a very cultural and a big value that I picked up in Saudi. And I'm very happy that I have it. And it's something our religion and my school really taught very well. And it's something that stays in the back of my mind. How did I spend my time? And how well was that time spent? And it matters so much to me. So if that's something you value, let me know. What do you do about it? You know, how do you make sure that you are investing your time well? And also, I think for a long time I struggled with investing my time well and knowing when to rest and knowing that rest is not time wasted. Because I feel like a lot of us, we have that إنه ما قاعد أسوي شيء. طب ما هو ما تسوي شيء is part of your productivity, it's part of growth, it's part of leisure. مو لازم دائما نشتغل. يعني هذا الشيء قاعد أقول for myself and for whoever is like me. You know, it's okay to rest. It's okay to enjoy the quietness and the stillness and not to be in a rush. You know, I'm always so impatient that I have to get this done. I have to do this done. And if I don't produce, I feel so less. I don't think that's a nice feeling. So I've been trying to reframe that feeling and reframe what it means to be, you know, and understand also if I don't contribute to anything, am I still valuable? Because I always thought my value comes from, oh, I show people something, or I help someone learn something, or I expose, I don't know who, to a new experience. And I feel like if I don't do any of these things, who am I? What value am I adding? Am I becoming important to this person, you know? But I think we don't value ourselves intrinsically. بمعنى أنه we find value in what people tell us we are valued as. And now I'm trying to move inwards to find my own value. And doing all of these things really helped me because it gives me some kind of fulfillment and it gives me direction and purpose. And I think without a purpose, it's really hard to live. You know, it's not hard to live. It's really hard to enjoy living, I think. And yeah, that's my take on making life happen. Tell me about your thoughts. What do you do in your free time? What do you do to fill in your time? Also, social media take away a lot of that because I spend way too much time on social media and definitely it's a distraction. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.